the AC too loud. And what up? Welcome to the Fly Degenerates Pick Show. We will all pick 3 games against the spread, and we will assign a point value to each pick. 1 point, 1 2 point, 1 3 point. But first, how we feeling, fellas? We got a Green Bay hat. We got jet green. There's a lot of green going on. Should I put on a Eagles jersey or something?
Nah, you got the green brim.
Gang green.
Yeah, boy.
Ah, there you go.
Gang
That means
green.
we go. The green gang. Yeah.
Yeah.
DDP.
DDP.
So speaking of Green Bay, none of us picked the Monday night game, but that's the most recent game. Are you wearing the green?
Bay?
Did I say Mean Bay? No, but I should have.
Oh no! It sounded like you said that.
Are you wearing Green Bay for any particular reason, or just?
Nah, just because they're on bye week, so I said, fuck it. This is a good way to remember.
No,
you know,
remember
that they're on bye.
In remembrance of Green Bay. Okay, got it. That's what's up. All right. So last week, it's a bit of a moving week. Flex took my guy Johnny G and he let you down. I apologize. I feel personally responsible for that. And then we went head to head on 2 games, and we had a split. We went 1-1. But at least
I felt better.
We both had the proper point allocations.
Yeah, I felt better about when you won the first one. I was like, I can't lose both. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I felt better when I saw I lost.
And have the second one be the Jets. That would have been the ultimate worst case scenario.
Yeah.
And Zach Wilson, quarterback.
Well, I don't think he cares about that. Do you? I mean, maybe you do. I don't know.
No.
I mean, you can't. I don't think you could care about it because.
For the sake of the show.
You got to feel good about the win, and there's really not much to feel good about with Zach Wilson in that game. So.
Yeah, the only thing you could feel good about is, like, normally he would have a few weeks ago and last year he would have thrown that game away. That's the only thing.
He tried his best he could. He tried, but just Russell Wilson was better at throwing the game away. But they both tried their damnedest to throw the game away.
That's crazy. Russell's crazy.
And the Texans, that was a real barn burner to the end.
I know, right? Why couldn't they like that second half was so much better than the first half?
Yeah, and the crazy thing was that I was super happy because I had put a bet in on that game last Thursday at the 1.5 that was the spread when we made the picks. I was gonna put another bet in right before kickoff, but I moved to 2.5, which would have gotten you the win. But it was a photo finish there.
Yeah.
Word life. The Rams let you down. I thought you were gonna get that one too.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a reach. But
Rams. No, I don't think it was that much of a reach. I was interested in taking that game.
Yeah.
Who they facing again?
Philly.
Eagles.
Yeah, Philly at home.
Oh yeah.
Man, I'm watching this. I'm really cheering for the Jets this week, man. I was cheering for them last week, but it's gonna. I want the Jets to win this one.
I thought you cheer for them every week because you claim to be this Jets fan. that I never believed to be true, but I feel like you're exposing yourself now.
I'm a Jet supporter. I'm a Jet supporter.
Of course, yeah.
I'm a supporter. I'm a supporter.
Are you a Bill Belichick supporter still? After the 2-point pick last week didn't really pan out.
That was terrible, man. That was such a bad.
Should have made it your 6-point pick for the pick sixes that Mac Jones is throwing.
Yeah, they can't get it together. Their ship is sinking fast. If it's not sunken already.
And they lost their 2 best defensive players, you could argue.
Well, that was why I couldn't take that pick last week. That was why
Yeah.
I was a stay away. Like I was thinking about it with the getting points at home, but a team that really coming into the season, all they had going for them was their defense. To lose their two, like I feel like clear-cut best defensive players going into that game, I couldn't.
Yeah,
deal with
and
it.
the depth is razor thin, man. Like they're he's bad at picking players, man. Bad.
The crazy thing
Like,
is
even-
that as despite losing both of those defensive players, the defense wasn't that bad. It was
Well,
really
yeah, because
offensively
the
that they-
Saints are terrible
Well, yeah,
at
that's the other
offense.
Mm-hmm.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
wild stuff.
Yeah, that was bad. I mean, I can't support the Patriots. Like we just spoke about off air. I'll be darned if picking them for a while, at least a couple weeks.
They got
They gotta
to
show me
show
something, yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
But I mean, you should have saved the last time you picked them for this week, because this is one that if not for last week, where it was like, if they're not gonna get up for this game, they won't get up for any game.
Yeah,
That game
it's this
should have
one.
been this game.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
yeah, but we
But
didn't know
I'm-
that was gonna be.
Well, yeah, that's
Because,
the
like the previous game, you thought was gonna be that game, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, but
exactly,
he
yeah.
said I said I wasn't gonna pick them again. So you know what I'm saying? Like if you
Yeah.
waited a week, if you waited, a
One more
week
week,
or
yeah.
one more week, you know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
it's just not worth it at this point. It's just not worth it. I understand this is the week that I should, but it's just not. After that, after what just fucking happened against the Saints, bro, come on, that's it's just not worth it. It's not.
yeah, I don't know, man.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, that was a
That was
frightening,
bad.
frightening performance. But that leaves us as the standings currently go. The leader at 19 points, with my 2 and 3 point picks cashing last week.
Damn.
The box with 18 points overall. Got the Lions minus a big number. I was afraid for the box, but
oh
the
man,
box knows
they
all.
ate that boy up, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the box had obviously got the 49ers pick right. So box has 18, Word Life has 17, and Flex with 12 points, but this is right about the time Flex makes his run. I got my eye on you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right where he wants us.
Yeah, exactly. I'm falling for your tricks, buddy.
I want you to go to sleep.
I see exactly what you're doing. I see exactly what you're doing.
I'm singing lullabies.
One big weekend, he's back. And he's back in.
But with that being said, should I go or should we go box first?
You won,
Get
so
it out
you
the way.
should go.
All right.
I like the box at the end. I don't know why.
Yo, this nigga Steve Smith has the illest mean mug right now.
That's your
What
boy.
happens?
He's your boy.
Nah, I told H he called out Jerry Judy. And like basically there was like, yo, you could come see me, like that type of shit. I'll find it later and I'll send
Damn.
it to y'all. But now he's like past that. But like after something happens, like if something happens, like when you go out in a club, in a bar, something like
still-
that, and it
still
happens,
amped up.
and then
Adrenaline's
30
still
minutes,
rolling.
40 minutes, you still got that face on, like
Yeah.
you still like your heart pumping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He has
you
that
gotta go
look on
home.
his face right now.
I think he'll. Well, I don't know. Maybe not anymore, but he could probably destroy Julie in a one-on-one.
Yeah, he got a suit on though, so.
Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. He got a little chunky though.
Yeah.
I always told my son. Yeah, I always told my son that he reminds me of Steve Smith on the field
Steve Smith in his playing days or Steve Smith now?
in his playing days.
Oh, all right.
Ain't no way Steve Smith was his listed. What was he listed at? 5'9"?
Yeah, he's
think
not.
so.
Not big.
He ain't no
5'8".
damn 5'9". This nigga Mike Garafolo is standing right next to him, and he has like a half inch on him right now.
Well, you shrink when you get older.
In more ways than one. All right, so I will get my picks in, and I will get this 1 point pick in before kickoff, because I'm taking the Broncos.
Ah,
I think this might be the first time I've taken a Thursday game. Might be.
mm, it is, I
Because
think.
Thursday games tend to be a stay away from me in general. Plus, since we got so much going on Thursdays, a lot of times I'm just like I don't really have the time to do the dive into the two Thursday teams. But I watched the Broncos last week. Most of the Broncos last week. Oh my God, what a disgusting game that was. And I was thinking to myself, I don't ever want to pick this team again. They're awful, terrible. But I just feel like I can't even really back this pick up with anything based off of what the Broncos have done on the field. It's really more just a numbers play. Thursday games get really, really wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Division games get really wacky, particularly when they're, Thursday games. 10.5, I like the number. I think that the Chiefs, even if they dominate the Broncos, I think on a Thursday, the Chiefs got bigger fish to fry. I think they're just gonna try to get out of there with a comfortable win. So I think maybe even if they go up 2 scores, I think that the Broncos should have more than enough chance to do a backdoor cover. I don't expect them to win, but 10.5 points on a Thursday in a division game, as disgusting as the Broncos looked, as awful as they are. I mean, we've already discussed, for the last couple of weeks that the Chiefs are winning games, but they're not blowing people out. They're not looking like a dominant, looking like this dominant Super Bowl defending champs that you might expect them to look like. So I'm gonna grab the Broncos, grab the 10.5, and that'll be my 1-point pick.
Mm-hmm.
I got a question. Well, you said the thing about division opponents. I wonder, there should be a number. So, like, obviously, I have to look it up, but I wonder what the difference is between division games, like the spreads on division opponents, and how tight those games are in the first year of a head coach being in that division. You know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of those matchups are tight is because like the teams know each other very well. So I'm just curious if there's like a number that's like different just because
that
of
would be interesting.
not being there.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
It's got to be.
2-point pick. It was a tricky situation for me to make my 2-point pick. Is like we discussed earlier, there's a lot of wonky looking numbers here, but I'm gonna fade the Texans back-to-back weeks, and I'm gonna take New Orleans on the road, giving 1.5. The Saints are not. These are not your granddaddy Saints. These Saints are a defense-first team, and I think the offense is still trying to find its way. I don't know if it ever will find its way, but I like what I'm seeing from New Orleans defense. Obviously, there was a lot to like about what they did to the Patriots, but even before that, I think that the defense has really been playing well, and sometimes it's hard for me to wrap my mind. I'm so used to this thinking of the Saints as an offensive team. It still kind of trips me up to think of them as a defense first team, as a defensive team. But I'm finally coming around on the Saints, and I feel like I have a feel for the team. And I just think Houston, they got off to a good start. CJ Stroud is I think he's the real deal. I think he's legit, but I think he's still going to make rookie mistakes, especially against a good defense. And I think it's a little risky to take a road favorite, but I feel good about this New Orleans Saints team and this New Orleans Saints defense, and I don't like to fade the same team back-to-back weeks, but I think that a lot of people were real high on Houston after that Steelers win, and I don't know that win was as much Houston's going to win the division and they're a legit team this year, or it was more of the Steelers have not figured out their offense at all, and they had the Ravens coming up the following week, and maybe they didn't bring their A game to that game. I think Houston's going to be a good team this year. I just don't know that this is their year, that they should be, assume that I don't know that you can assume what kind of performance you're going to get from CJ Stroud yet. He's been good, but I'm not going to, after 5 weeks, I'm not going to say, okay, I can guarantee he's going to do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be my 1 point pick. I'm going to take the Saints. I'm going to give the 1.5. And then for my 3-point pick, I'm going to take the best quarterback in the NFL. I'm going to take the Bengals. I'm going to give 3.5. I think the Bengals may have finally figured themselves out offensively. Maybe Burrow's figuring out how to play with that sore calf, or maybe the calf is improving. Either way, we waited 5 weeks to see that Bengals offense get clicking, and I think that they got clicking last week. And you could say it was against a bad team, but it was against a bad team that has been playing everybody pretty tough. So I'm not going to just throw out that performance because it was against a team that doesn't have great expectations. It was against a team that has been playing pretty decent defense, and it was against a team that I think has a fantastic coach. So with that being said, I'm gonna take your boy Joe Cool. I'm gonna give the 3.5, and I'm gonna ride with the Bengals for my 3-point pick.
I like that pick. All right.
So you want to save the box for last?
Unless you want to go box now and go that order.
Doesn't matter to me. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go, and then we'll keep the box
go ahead.
last.
We'll do the box last.
Bet. All right. So, for my 1-point pick, I just made this adjustment right now. I'm going to go with the only 10 I see on the sheet. Getting 4 at home against Baltimore.
Well.
Oh, did it change?
Well, they didn't change, but it's not at home. London town.
Ooh, that changes everything. But it's too late. I already picked it. Let's stay with it.
That's the 9:30 London, just so you know.
That's the type of game plan though, like in London, but because also this is both teams first game in London. It's not like last week where like the Jaguars stayed.
Was that the first time they did that?
I think so. I'm pretty sure that was.
Yeah, because I don't remember. Because I feel like I remembered that.
Yeah, because in general, I don't think that there was, like, because there's more games remaining on that, and I don't think there's been this many games in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I think the reason was because the Jaguars, like the AFC has the AFC this year has the extra home game.
Yeah.
So you know how like each like they're doing every year, either the NFC or the AFC has 9 home games, and this is the AFC's year for them to get 9 home games. So that's why I guess probably they just added that one and they were able to stay out there.
Got you. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go head to head with my man right here, Big H. I'm gonna go Seattle. Plus 3 going
you're
up.
Go against your boy. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna go against the guy who you were fighting for as the best quarterback in the league. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We've never gone head to head. I don't think so. Make it a little interesting here. I'm gonna go Seattle. I thought about this game as one of the games I had here. I was thinking Bengals, but something didn't click with me, and I think is the fact that Seattle's like a super Cardinals. You know what I mean? Like even Geno's like a super Dobbs, or just a little better Dobbs. The outside weapons.
Did you see how that game went last week though?
Yeah, Dobbs was moving the ball.
Okay.
Right? He was moving the ball. He looked out. He was making plays. They went into the fourth quarter. The Cardinals were. But yeah,
Cardinals were also home. Don't forget.
Yeah, true. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Seattle. I feel like They're faster defensively. I don't know how beat up Seattle is. I did hear they were a little beat up
Coming
on
off
the
a bye, they
defensive
can't be
side.
that beat up.
Yeah, I heard they were though, but I'm not sure. But
And they got two corners. They got two corners for
yeah,
those
fast
that 1 and
corners
2.
exactly. So I'm gonna say if they do lose, they'll keep it within the points. So give me Seattle with a head-to-head matchup against my boy H. Um, Two with my two pick, man. I'm gonna do this, and I have no idea why I'm doing this, man. But I'm
Don't
gonna
you say Patriots? Don't you do it? Don't you dare!
nah. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with one of his Bill Belichick's proteges, and
Don't tell me the Raiders.
I'm gonna go with Coach Dable and the New York Giants.
Mm.
14, getting 14 against a familiar team.
14 and a half.
14 and a half, yeah. Which is, are we doing the 5? So is it 15 for me? I don't know, but 14 and a half
No.
is good enough for me. 14
Nah.
and a half is good enough for me. I don't know. I'm really, I have nothing to go for. I'm just the familiar the fact that they're familiar with each other is the reason why I'm really picking the team. Is really why I'm picking the Giants, because Dable was there and the coaching, and it's honestly a game that I was excited about before the season started. So I guess in a sick way, I'm trying to. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm going with the Giants. Give me 2 points.
I don't hate it. I don't hate
I
it.
mean, that's my 2 points. Yeah, and then
Do we know Daniel Jones' status?
Nah, it's probably gonna be Tyrod.
yeah, from what I heard he practiced.
Do we know
though, didn't he?
Saquon's status?
I heard Saquon's playing, but I'm not sure.
Nah, no way.
Why not?
That's what I heard. I don't know if it's true. I heard he was.
I mean,
Game
I
time
just
last week.
yeah, he was.
I don't know.
He might be.
I
they
mean,
might, but
according to Dable, he was game
Yeah.
time that Thursday.
That's
Yeah.
what that's exactly.
I feel
That's
like they
exactly
do
my
that, though.
point.
I feel
That's
like
exactly
they do
my
that.
point.
Yeah, they do that. They both
But
know
I
to
thought
do
that was last week felt like a more legitimate game time, because that Thursday was fugazi.
Yeah. I kind of feel like they do that though. They try to make it seem like it's the whole week. Saquon might play or this guy might play, and then they'll be like, we decided right before the game, but I'll be questioning that. But I think a lot of teams do that. But give me them anyway. I think if Saquon plays, definitely cover. If not, or whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah, no,
Let's
it's
go.
not terrible. Coming back from London, missing 2
Mhm.
big time defensive players. I don't hate it.
Mhm.
Good pick.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that the Giants can't move the ball and put the ball in the end zone, which is a problem there. But anyway, my 3-point pick, I haven't done it yet this year. I picked them to win the division. Give me the Detroit Lions going into Buccaneer territory,
Wow.
giving 3 points. I picked the Bucks.
like it.
I picked the Bucks on a win. I think
You like
once
it,
or
you
twice.
said?
Don't like
Nah, he
it.
doesn't. I picked
Yeah,
the
I
Bucks to
love it.
win early in the season, and they came through for me. I think it was the Saints game. But I'm hearing Evans is beat up. I know they're coming off a bye. But I've been hearing Evans might not play. So even with Evans, I think Detroit's just on the hot streak, and give me Detroit 3 points.
Interesting.
3-point pick.
Interesting.
Yep.
I don't hate it, but I
Yeah, it was one of the ones I was considering going with the Buccaneers at home. I don't know. It just seems like they're coming off a bye. Like this is a good letdown. Everybody's talking up the Lions, and you know how that goes. Just in general,
Yeah, that's fair.
a little more power. Well, for my first pick, my 1-point pick, I'm gonna agree with your 2-point pick with the Giants.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, that 14 and a half, the Dayball Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Tyrod Taylor keeps it close, if he starts, I think he keeps it close. I'm going off that he's starting. Honestly, I don't think if Daniel Jones doesn't start, I feel like probably Saquon doesn't start, because it's like, how much of a chance do we have anyway? So let's just let it rock. Let's make sure he's healthy, fully healthy next week. But they got the injuries. They're coming back from London, and I just don't think that even if this game starts getting, I think though there's enough respect on both sides to where I don't think they'll want to embarrass the Giants. So maybe they take their foot off the gas a little. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about like the human element of all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of why that 14.5, that kind of makes me go with the Giants on that one. And they got to show up. I mean, they're not going to lose every game by that many points. So eventually there's a week where it's just not going to look pretty. And this kind of sets up perfectly for that week to be this week. So give me the Giants 1-point pick. I had to change some picks because I was with the Seahawks, but I'm gonna let you guys battle that one out, and I'm gonna go.
Oh, you don't want to
with...
get in on this?
No. I don't want to.
Come on, man.
I don't want to pick sides. So let me get my 2-point pick, Miami. I just think they're a team that doesn't take their foot off the gas. It's a non-division opponent. I don't think they're worried about keeping it close. And is it 13.5?
13.5.
13.
Yeah, I don't think they care about you tell me another team like it's Shanahan tree or something like that, where they kind of have more respect for each other, where they're not gonna blow. He's not gonna want to blow the other team out. This is out of the water. I think this defensive line with Bryce Young, who is looking rough right now. They're just long. That Jalen Phillips, I think, is coming back. And, they got Wilkins in the middle. I just think this is just not good, man. And they're going down. I know Carolina's hot, but Miami, they still have that home field heat advantage. So give me the 2-point pick, Miami. Touch it on either side.
What's the I heard that Bryce might not play. What's the situation? Have you heard?
I didn't see that, but
I didn't see that either.
It's not starting off good, and now they're